Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day this video finds you. It's your boy Jay here, and today I'm talking about something I don't usually talk about a lot because I don't really consider myself a part of this community, but Monster Hunter as a whole, y'all my gang, you know what I'm saying? So if you hunt monsters, you part of my community. So today, we're going to be talking about the arena quests and also the speedrunning community. So strap in. I just want to talk about something I want to maybe see in future games to really help speedrunners, get noticed and really help them out a ton. Because from the outside looking in, this game seems like a nightmare to speedrun, and I want to help you guys out a little bit. So yeah, hear me out. Let's get started. So first things first, let's talk about arena quests. I don't really see a lot of people talking about arena quests because I think they remove a big part of what makes Monster Hunter fun for a lot of people, and that is the ability to make your own armor set, right? To mix and match parts to get the skills that you want and to choose the weapon that you want. In an arena quest currently as it sits, you get to pick whatever weapon you want, but like the armor set's already there, the skills are already chosen for you. The switch skills, which is another wrinkle to this fold, are already chosen for you in at least Rise and Sunbreak. So it's not as fun to do these. Like, yes, it's cool to try over and over again and get lower and lower times and see yourself get better and better, right? Because your time is there, your personal best is there, and then they stick a letter grade on it. So it is already kind of speed running in that fact, right? We're highlighting how quick you can take down a monster with a specific set of armor. In the beginning, when the game is fresh, everyone hits the arena quest one time in order to gain the ability to craft a specific set of armor, which you can turn it into layered later. And that's just why we do it. We do it and we're done, and then we almost never touch it ever again, right? As you can see as I'm scrolling through my quests, a lot of these are just not done because I got what I needed and I'm done. Like, the rewards just aren't worth it for me. So what I'm proposing today is a huge expansion to the arena quest. What I'm saying is, don't even scrap what's there, right? You can keep doing what you've been doing this whole time and have the little, arena section part where it's like you could choose a specific armor set and weapon that's already been chosen for you and lay down your best times, right? But also, I want them to add every single monster available in the game for you to hunt. Here's the thing, you got to bring your own armor set, your own weapon, and your own items. But every single monster in the game, however, the monsters in the same map has the same size, the same HP, and spawns in the same location every single time, right? Now, even if that map ends up just being the arena, because I mean the footage that you're looking at now is I'm fighting a Valstrax in an arena, which does not make sense if you really think about it from the game world's perspective and immersion and all that blah blah blah. Because what's to stop Valstrax from just leaving the arena, right? Like, hell, he does during the ambush, he dips to the stratosphere. But sometimes you gotta let your video game be a video game, man. So yeah, even if it's just the arena, every single monster in the game is available for hunt in this expanded arena that I'm proposing, and it has the same size, same HP, same size, same HP, spawns in the same location every single time. And that will get over a huge hurdle that I know is a big issue for a lot of current Monster Hunter speedrunners, is because they have to mod the game to ensure that the monster is the same size, spawns in the same location, and has the same amount of HP every single time they do a run. That will no longer be a problem. This will be baked into the game. Boom, right? That's great, for people who just want to play the game and don't really want to delve into mods. Not that modding is hard, but it's still a barrier to entry. That barrier crushed. You can choose any monsters in the game, and that list will expand as the title updates come out. Speaking of title updates, every time you lay down a time, I kind of want it to be something similar to another Switch title, and that is actually Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? So let's say you lay down a time and you want to share the time. You can upload your time on a list, and it will aggregate all of the uploaded times, not all of them, but some of the top uploaded times, and create kind of a bell graph. You know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all taken the statistics like a bell curve, right? It'll show you where most of the times line up, who's way out in front, and you know, who's maybe not so fast and can do some improving. And those of you who, you know, lay down a really good time, get a really low time, maybe at the end of the title update, or maybe somewhere, I don't know, Capcom can put your name on a website and kind of highlight you and honor you, like, yo, this user has the best time on Royal Ludroth. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how, you know, the time trials are in Mario Kart, right? You can see all of these users, what weapon they're using, and, you know, their times for specific monsters. Because, like I said, every monster encounter will be the same in this new expanded arena, right? Every time you load up a Valstrax, it's in the same place in the arena, has the same amount of HP, it's the same size, so you can continue hunting it over and over again, getting better and better at hunting the monster. You know, so you can lay down a sick time and perhaps be honored on the website somewhere, on the official Monster Hunter website, when, you know, you can look up like, hey, you know, arena times or something like that, or maybe somewhere in game, it kind of highlights the achievement that you have and, you know, puts you down somewhere. That way, you know, you can see some maybe your favorite Monster Hunter speedrunners all over this thing with their names all over different monsters, and, you know, it just kind of expands the scene a little bit to people who maybe, you know, don't surf the YouTube or aren't in the forums or, you know, stuff like that. You're in the game, your name is in the game, and Capcom is kind of honoring you, right? I'm also kind of proposing that maybe every title update, the list gets, you know, erased, and you got to do it again, right? So you can add that to the list of things that you can do in the title update, right? Not only do the new monsters get added, but all of the previous times get erased because, you know, new armor has hit the game. You know what I'm saying? New weapons have hit the game. Maybe the new weapon that just came out in the title update is a better matchup for the monster, and, you know, you can lay down better times. So the old times would be irrelevant anyway, right? Think dragon conversion from title update 4. Yeah, think dragon conversion from title update 4 hitting the scene makes all of the elemental weapons in the game way better. So all of the previous times we're gonna get bested anyway. You erase the times, and then, you know, at the end of every title update, maybe whoever got the best time for that time period can get like immortalized somewhere. Maybe there's like some sort of Capcom Hall of Fame, Hunter Hall of Fame or something, where your name could be there forever. Like, yo, you had the best time during title update 4 on Valstrax. Wouldn't that be cool if you achieve something like that? And, you know, bang, you got your name stuck there, and maybe you can get a special reward for it, albeit something small, right? Maybe like armor die, right? Like from GU, maybe you'll glow a certain type of way. I don't want to say lock behind like rainbow die behind it, but you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at. Yeah, so those are my ideas as far as how to make speedrunning more accessible to the general player base, rather than having to, you know, mod the game to ensure you get the same monster size, roll, and all that. And also, one thing I almost forgot to mention, let me mention this right now. Let's say you know, you're fighting the monster and something goes wrong, and maybe this is not the run you want to save. When you go to quit out, right, instead of abandon, then it kicks you out back to the arena, and then you got to go back to the NPC, load up the quest again, eat the food again. Maybe you add a retry button for this kind of quest. That way you can keep the food bonuses that you brought into the quest, and, you know, continue trying again and continue trying again over and over again. That way even your retries are faster, right? You know, Monster Hunter is probably going to be moving to the more powerful new generation consoles with, you know, the SSDs in there, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to take that long to reload the quest as it was, and you could just keep everything and you get all your items back, similar to how Abandon works now, right? If you abandon the quest in the middle of it, your potions come back. It's almost like you never even went on the quest. Have a retry button in this specific you know, special arena mode, or, you know, a special section of arena quests. That way you have the retry button. Let's say you go in there and your opener just isn't hitting the way you want it to hit. Bow, just hit retry, try again. The SSDs in these consoles go crazy. The quest will be reloaded like that fast, and you get to try again to lay down another time while wasting less time. You know what I'm saying? You waste less time in between attempts, because you ain't got to mod all that stuff in. You ain't got to eat the food again. You ain't got to gather the items again. Your food bonus remains, and you can just retry as many times as you need to until you get the results that you're looking for. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't really talk about this side of the community that much because I don't really consider myself much of a speedrunner. So, of course, there's probably things I forgot to mention, things that would be beneficial to the speedrunners that, run this game. So, if I did forget something, be sure to head down to the comments down below. Add to my suggestion. Do you like my idea so far? Is it a good idea? Is it stupid? Like, let me know, man. I plan on responding to each and every comment that hits this video. The whole point of this is to open a dialogue with my fellow hunters and maybe reach out to the speedrunning community and be like, hey, is this a good idea? Is this something you would even enjoy, right? Because even though I'm not much of a speedrunner, I want all my hunting homies to, have a good time in the game. You know what I'm saying? And as this series is growing larger and larger, we're talking millions, tens of millions of copies, the more people we can make happy and give people reasons to replay a game, increase the replay value of this game by making it easier to overcome all of the hurdles that come with trying to speed run this game. So yeah, that's my idea, and that's my gift to you guys. If I were the big boss in charge, what I'm saying, if I was at Capcom, I'd be like, yo, let's expand the arena, let's give it to the speedrunners, and let's recognize them for all the work that they do in helping players get better at the game, through their extreme, right? Because let's be honest, speedrunning is kind of an extreme. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get extremely good. Your building has to be extremely good, and some of those ideas and strategies trickle down to the normal player base because of how good speedrunners are, and they're out here teaching their friends like, hey bro, this is how I got X amount of time on this thing, and they share their findings, and everybody as a whole becomes a better hunter, and Capcom gets to make crazier and more complex, more challenging monsters and hunts for us to enjoy. So everybody wins all the way around. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for listening. Like I said, leave a comment down below. I plan on replying to each and every one that hits this video. And as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.